Hey y'all, this is Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey Kat. And this is the Fake Ass Book Club. Wait, can we both say it or no?
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey Kat.
Hey Moni.
How are you, friend?
A little sleepy. I'm hoping the next time I'm in here I'll talk about how well rested I am.
I hope so too.
That's the goal.
Okay.
But for now, I'm looking forward to rest. How about you?
Always looking forward to rest and always looking forward to connecting with our podcast listeners. So I'm glad to be here this week. It's been another sort of, I don't know, the weather's up and down. I never know what season I'm walking into, so that's a little frustrating. Like my sinuses are going crazy. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's a whirlwind, friend. It's just lots going on. And with all of that, a book didn't get read this last week. And,
not even cracked.
Not even a little bit. I quit my job 3 times in my mind.
That's always a good feeling.
It is.
I remember when I finally drafted my resignation letter at work one time.
Good?
That was still amazing. That was early 2000s, and I still remember that feeling. So I printed it out on their toner.
I know, that's right. That's how I'm just saying, that's a full circle moment right there. So
for sure. But I did dust off a lot of my books.
Okay.
This week and I was unpacking and putting stuff on shelves and
excellent.
Actually getting rid of some books where I'm like, I'm not really gonna,
this is never gonna happen. We got to break up.
It's not that it's like I read it. It was great. Let me release it to someone else so that they can love and read it too.
What do you do with your old books?
I give them to Goodwill.
Goodwill, okay. I didn't know. I know we half price books here.
Love half price books.
Because you can just take books up there, can you not?
Yeah,
no,
but it's not really worth it. You have to bring so many books to get anything.
I mean, at that point, I just want to get rid of these MFs.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, that's just easier to do Goodwill because then I just drop them off.
Okay.
Because with half price books, you can just drop them off, but they'll buy them from you, so you got to wait around for a bid and that kind of stuff. So
gotcha.
I don't usually do all that. For me, it's usually better for if I'm trying to get rid of video games.
Oh, okay.
There you can get a little something.
Then it's worth the wait. Got it. All right, guys. Well, with that in mind, this week's episode, you guys, we're going to dig into pop culture stuff, where we're digging into the news. There's no shortage of topics, I feel like, and so we're really just going to go down the list. I have a list of just different things that I've seen in the news, and a lot of them, maybe you haven't even heard of them. I have no idea.
I hope. There's a possibility. I have a lot of things I want to talk about.
Oh, excellent. So this will be great. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I always like doing these kind of, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to just be like, okay, we're just talking about whatever's going on. So, hopefully you guys are into it. And I guess before we get into the episode, friend, we do have to dedicate it. So
We do.
Everyone, hands over your hearts.
That felt good.
Did feel nice. All right. So this week and every week, our first dedication has to go to our patrons. You guys are the best. You guys are the reason why. And we just can't say enough good things about you. Thank you so much for your continued support. If you are interested in becoming a patron, please consider popping over to Patreon/The Fat Podcast. And also, I think I have 2 dedications this week. One is just to health. Honestly, it's a reminder every time at my job that, your health is wealth. There's people out here fighting for their lives to just do the most basic functions, like sitting up and walking and swallowing, and that's just not lost on me. So I just want to send a big shout out to health. And then also too, it was just a little something that I ran across on social media, which was a clip of this guy, man. He was a tennis player, because I didn't know his name, but I believe his name is Gael Monfils. I'm pretty sure an L in French is probably silent or something, and I'm butchering that, but
you're doing great.
Is it Monfils? I don't know.
Oh yeah, probably Monfils.
Gael Monfils. Oh my gosh. He is, I don't even know what this particular game was, but he was so highly athletic and just whooping ass in this clip, and it just made me feel so happy. Shout out to you, Gael. Yeah. What about you, friend?
Yes, and my dedication is going out to my mom. this
I love
week.
her.
Yeah, she's a pretty fantastic lady. Specifically because I've been giggling about this exchange she had with my aunt that my aunt told me about this week, where they were watching TV like they do. They love a crime procedural. I don't know what they were watching, but apparently it brought up the question where my aunt was just like, I don't know if I could like kill someone like over my kids. And my mom, without skipping a beat, said I could. I was like, that's right.
Let's go.
That's right. Yeah, you can. So that was pretty awesome.
A mother's love.
And then I was thinking to myself, could I? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could get there.
I mean, if anything's gonna take you there, I just feel like
it'd be that. And my other dedication is going out to Ghana this week for passing their resolution in the UN, having the transatlantic slave trade declared the gravest crime against humanity. So yeah, shout out to them. Dedication over. Did you hear about that one?
I did. It's on the list. I feel like that's a great way. Let's
should just start
right there,
there.
friend. Let's get into it.
So what were your thoughts when you heard about that?
For one, I didn't even know that was something they were looking at. So it was just new information to me. I'm pretty sure this can't be the first time that something like this has come up at the UN. But
I don't know what they do over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It just says UN resolution urges reparations for slavery, and then in quotes, historical wrongs. And the thing that stood out to me was when I read that, it's the resolution spearheaded by Ghana received 123 votes in favor, and there were only 3 countries that voted against. Would you like to guess the 3 countries? You like trivia?
I do love trivia. And in fact, I don't even have to guess. I know.
Okay, go.
Okay, so I'm going to go bottom of the list, Argentina.
Ding.
Second runner-up, Israel.
Ding, ding.
And at the top of the list, we've got the United States of America.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Picture the family feud.
Yeah,
things flipping over,
and
guys.
quite a number of countries just abstained from voting,
52,
too.
all European.
Yeah, well,
countries,
in Canada.
Mostly. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Canada was just like, oh, we don't know.
Trying to pretend like y'all know what happened was. It's ridiculous.
It's actually a shame. That's like very shameful. But like I said, like they're trying to start a scaffolding for reparations, and the United States has historically not down every attempt.
No, in fact, it says furthermore, the U.S., this is in quotes, does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred.
That's convenient.
Of course you don't. And honestly, too, I feel like it's largely, it feels like this isn't a law or anything that's getting passed. It's more so ceremonial, and like you say, it's the sort of
Baseline.
the baseline,
Cornerstone.
the structure. Yeah, like they're just trying to, because you can't really do anything if we can't just like all look at each other and say, hey,
be like, hey,
so
this
this
was
was messed
bad.
up, right?
It went on a
Right?
super long time.
It's like, no, it happened a long time ago, so it doesn't count. It's like, it still counts.
yeah.
And I feel like you can still, the effects are still in institutions, in laws. Like it's in the infrastructure of a lot of our society. So, yeah, I hope that ends up meaning something in a real way.
Yeah.
I do think having
At least it's
that-
on the record.
Thank you.
It's on the record, and also whoever voted no, that's on the record.
That is too.
That's just ugh.
Really sad.
Like the fact y'all didn't even abstain. Like you could have just been like, no, I don't even think I'm beat her that day.
Could have been classy like Canada, and
Right.
Just was like, huh?
It would have been like,
I didn't even realize
they
that was
know they
today.
was up to some shenanigans as well. So they just stopped before the U.S. did.
Oh yeah, you're right, because Canada's on there. Italy,
Yeah, because that's the Vatican.
Hungary, Iceland.
Because also, this is a
Cyprus.
fun Google. How many slaves did the Catholic Church own? That's a non-zero number.
I thought you were about to give me an actual number.
They don't even know.
Oh, okay. So many slaves, guys.
So many slaves, guys. Especially the Jesuits. They were really, they
Wowzers.
made a lot of money.
Wow, they're still pretty
Just
flush right
think
now
about,
today, boy.
they're comfortable.
Yeah, that was one thing that caught my eye in the news too. I'm glad you brought that up. That was great. That was awesome.
And terrible. Like it's a mixed bag.
Yeah. Well, I meant great that you brought it up and I was able to segue so beautifully on our podcast. But yeah, definitely slavery's bad. I would like to go on the record.
Well,
and
and
say.
human trafficking, especially like on an international level. Why do you think Israel voted against it?
I just feel like the politics there seem very in line with how it is here. I mean, you get a lot of really extreme extremists, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I don't think they have any problem with slavery.
And then Argentina.
I feel like you told me this. I don't know that I actually researched or read this anywhere, but apparently a lot of people after World War II who were Nazis ended up there and settled. So you probably have a very similar base of, you know.
And they also set up a lot of their eugenics ideas in Argentina and tried to wipe out the black population through a policy called emblancament or something like that, where they were basically kind of just offering financial incentives to people to marry light. And, you know.
Emblancament?
I don't know if that's exactly, it was like a Spanish word, so I wasn't pronouncing it right.
Blanqueamiento.
I still really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
But yeah, basically it's this whole thing about how, it was kind of like, what happened to all the black, because you think South America has a lot of colored people, but not in Argentina. Yeah, but
so much closer.
They really made a concerted effort to not. But it
Same
sounds
thing
like
in Israel, though, because like I think if you go back in the even early, like 1920, like them people was black.
Yeah,
So
Middle East and all.
Middle East and all.
So yeah, this idea that they really, we were talking about this earlier, just about how much people really love segregation.
They do.
And the reason that there's so much I think, dang it, I said it so good before.
You did, and I can't even recall it.
I can't. It's just this. I guess miscegenation. It provides such a counter narrative to the myth that segregation allows, which is that paleness makes you superior.
Right.
But as soon as you start interacting with some colored people, you know that's not true.
Oh my God.
Oh, because that's how we end up talking about the tennis guy.
Yeah.
Or any sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because for the longest time, they tried to act like black people weren't good at sports. If you go back enough further in our,
So it's so funny to hear that now.
It
like,
is, because it's so stupid. And but then you understand, like, it's stupid. Bigotry's stupid.
It's real dumb.
So
yeah, it's not my fave.
Yeah. And it's obviously not good for the economy either, because does anybody remember like last month when Trump sent like Argentina $40 billion or something like that? There's a lot of stuff going on in the news. He gave them some huge bailout because their economy's like,
well, hello. I'm sick of it. You know what? And then we might as well get right into him. Let's get that over with. Because there's a lot of stuff in the news about
Let's drop this dingleberry.
Stupid. God. Okay, so what do I want to say about him? Let's start with the war. I think that's a good spot. I mean, the Iran war is escalating.
Did you notice the gas prices went up?
Yeah, closer to, I don't know where you guys are listening from, but here, like around $4. I'm pretty sure anywhere, any person on an island nation right now is like, bitch, $4. Try $8.50.
But that's almost double what it's been.
It's true. It's true. It's definitely higher.
Yeah, and it's probably going to go up some more. And there's going to be a lot of other things going up too, because Iran. Oh, did you see they hacked into your boy's emails?
Kash Patel.
Yeah,
I did see that.
So anything
He's
embarrassing?
Not my boy, for the record.
You love him. You know it. You love that coked out expression on his face. It makes you weak.
With disgust, of course. I don't know what. I mean, they said that it was just like stuff from a long time. I don't know what all was in there, but it sounded like.
But it's wild that isn't he the director of the FBI?
He is, friend.
So I feel like if anybody, you know whose email they never hacked? Hillary Clinton.
Oh my gosh, right? And y'all were
y'all wanted them bad
so
too.
Mad about that. Oh, you didn't secure the records. Well, what about this, guys?
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter. They don't care.
He probably like.
He probably passed out drunk, you know what I'm saying? And the
he
password
probably has like
up.
a bunch of like apps you're not supposed to have on your work phone.
Yeah,
because
he clicked on an email that was clearly. It was like, dude, how do you? That obviously
He's
that
like,
was phishing.
But there's hot babes in my area who want to meet me.
Right? Can you imagine? I'm so excited. Big dum dum.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to whatever. I mean. Iran, they're not gonna obviously like. They don't have the military industrial complex that we have, so they're gonna have to fight in other ways. And I think
Those things can be interesting.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the AI video propaganda that they've had out?
No.
Friend. I'm gonna pull it up.
The only thing that's missing, I feel like they missed an opportunity because I think that was great. They all should have added, and your girl is a hoe.
Ooh, because that's the standard when we're, But you know what's interesting too is that Tehran's diss track is rap. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you pointed out, like it sounds like a Too Short record or something. I wonder if that's what they said. It's like, make our diss sound like a 90s classic rapper such as Too Short.
Specifically like 90s Oakland.
Yeah.
But it was...
I mean, it kind of slaps though, right?
It does. Well, it reminds
crazy.
me too, a couple years ago, Iran, they were trying to have an uprising of their own against, some tyranny in their government. And there were a lot of people who were killed. And when they were doing their obituaries, a lot of them listed them as being rappers.
Oh, interesting.
I thought that was very interesting because rap is protest art.
Ooh,
even though it's been
been
co-opted by the white patriarchal capitalist structure to promote that message. Originally, it started out as protest music.
Oh my goodness.
So that's what it is at its heart and when it's at its best.
Well,
kind of
I
like
was
when
like, wow.
Kendrick Lamar was protesting pedophilia in the industry.
Oh, wow. Kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
But yeah, this to me was just interesting because, of course, I feel like this strategy is likely because, we know Twitter fingers Trump is always online, constantly blabbing on Truth Social or whatever other, platforms that he's on and saying stuff. And then also, too, there's also been propaganda videos on the American side, too. I don't know if you've seen any of those.
No.
But they're showing, like, airstrikes. It's supposedly it's in Iran. And then, like, a guy's hitting a baseball. And then, like, the car blows up or whatever the target is blows up. Or there was one with, like, missiles. It was very, like...
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know. So I just feel like this has to be a response to those things. And they're trying to speak his language, I guess, in terms of like using social media as the thing.
Sure, as the forefront since that, it just bothers me so much that because I want my leaders to be the best and brightest of us. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone told me that part of his brainstem is liquefied. Like that would be believable.
Ew. Yeah. I mean, it's just so unbelievable that he's in charge that
it was a joke on The Simpsons. Like that's the thing. Like it's so silly that was a throwaway joke on The Simpsons. It's like, it's like we had to do a lot more infrastructure building after President Trump's, cat. It's like administration, it's like that was just a throwaway joke when Lisa was president. We should have voted for Lisa.
We definitely should have voted for Lisa. And so, speaking of the war and all that kind of stuff, now we got the gas prices super high, like you mentioned.
And that means the food prices go up.
Oh, everything, it all goes up. And then you have all the government, DHS is still shut down. I think yesterday they were negotiating some stuff. I want to say...
Oh, ICE is at the airport?
ICE is I saw some footage of them at the Atlanta airport. Have you seen the lines there, though, friend?
No, that stresses me out. Like,
it's awful. It's so long, and these TSA people haven't been paid. A lot of them aren't showing up, which is exacerbating the situation. And so, like, there's this whole thing where, so Senate approves funding for TSA, most of Homeland Security, but not ICE. They were like, the Democrats were trying to draw the hard line, like, we're not going to do additional funding. Even though in the big, beautiful bill, air quotes, there is funding for ICE and some other border type stuff. And then it was like, well, one of the speakers was like, it's on. I think it passed, and then it got to the House, and they were trying to stall it. But President Trump was like, he was still going to try to pay the money or something like that. I don't know where the hell he was getting this money from that he was trying to say that he was going to get.
There's always money for wars.
But White House says that money to pay TSA employees will come from Trump's tax cut bill. And then he signs an executive action. This is
doesn't
according
even make
to
sense.
the Associated Press.
It's a tax cut bill. How does the money come from? You would have
Tax
to tax
cut
people
bill.
more, right? If you're gonna.
Then Trump signs executive
government
action.
spending?
No, that makes be quiet, Kat. I'm reading stuff.
That hurts my brain.
Okay, Trump signs executive action to pay TSA employees with other funds after Congress fails to agree on DHS funding, and Democrat leaders say House Republicans are the only thing standing in the way of the funding. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Too much. It's just know this, guys. It's bad, and
it's likely to get worse.
I know,
because
it's not
he's
looking
really
good, man.
everything is. This has always been his strategy, just to do a whole. He's like a really bad baby daddy, where he just keeps doing bad stuff so that you can never hone in on any one thing because he's always doing something else. So we never have time to really get into like I feel like for most regular human beings on the planet, the fact that you were involved in a child sex trafficking ring, that to me that would have been enough for it to be like you have to step down, sir.
Right.
Remember they made Nixon step down because there was like a robbery where nobody even got hurt. It's like, and he stepped down for that. And now, because there was supposed to be integrity, now there's no veneer. Everyone's just like, oh, everyone's corrupt, so what does it matter? It's like, no, there's still good people out here, and it does matter. And slavery was a really big deal. I'm sorry, I'm just throwing back that in there. It's just it's all these narratives that have to be countered where it's for example, let me see if I can find this thing. Because there was someone on the Epstein list who voted for Trump 3 times. Like, she was one of the Epstein victims, and she still found her way voting for Trump 3 times. Oof. And to me, I'm like, that's kind of our problem. Where you won't, like... Everyone tries to act like it doesn't matter who you vote for. Yes, it does. If it didn't, they wouldn't try to keep you from having a vote.
Hard. Like, they're trying to get ICE to be at the polling places. They're even talking about that. It's like, yeah, we really need to get them to the. It's like,
and then they want to stop doing the mail-in voting for people who don't want to be intimidated by ICE. And it's just like, y'all, you need to see the bigger plot. But I do feel like for so many people who voted for Trump, their highest priority is going back to segregation. Like, I live in an area that has been desegregated. They don't like it. They want to go back to when they did not have to look at colored people getting what they feel like are their spots. Because, guess what? Your kid isn't automatically going to make the team. There's, like, real competition now.
Right.
So, yeah, they hate it.
Well, did you see that Trump... his signature is going to be on U.S. currency. Did you hear anything about this?
No.
So
that's gross and weird.
This was on MSNBC. It says Trump to break currency tradition with signature. So the U.S. Treasury will add President Trump his signature to all new paper currency, marking the first time a sitting president's name appears on American bills. Officials say that the move honors the nation's 250th anniversary, beginning with $100 bills before expanding to other denominations. So.
That's gross, but money's always been gross.
What do you think? I know. I mean, it's filled with things that are like, oh my God.
Yeah, like once again,
like,
they're just like slave owner, trading cards. So
it's true, and you got to catch them all.
You got to
really
catch
do
them all.
Think about it. You definitely have to do it.
Yeah, he's a bad person. Oh, but you know what was fun? And this kind of ties back into last week's episode. I did see a clip of Pierce Morgan, and he had HS TikTok on there. You did? Okay.
I saw. Well, I didn't see the whole clip, but I read the article, and he ended up like walking off.
Yeah, he got mad.
Ridiculous.
He was like, I joke. Like, and here's the thing. In that moment, I kind of was like, I get why people like this dude, HS Tiki-Taki.
Yeah.
Because it's like you are pissing off some of the right people. I get it. Because Pierce Morgan is a big, like a blowhard. And he's irritating. And so he's just going to be like, dude, he's like, that's why your girl is, on here talking about she wants to get dick down by some black dick.
What? Was she?
I don't know, man. He seemed to be.
But it's funny, though.
That was hilarious.
Well, and there's nothing
That's
worse.
when he was like, this is enough.
For one, there's nothing worse, I don't think, in a man's mind than another man penetrating his woman. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you say, when we talk about segregation, that's definitely somewhere we want to keep
That was the whole
segregation.
reason we did it.
We want to segregate the black penises away from the vagines, okay?
Debauched women prefer Negroes.
Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good.
Yeah, that was from when
Nira Muhammad was on with us.
we didn't read
get a good
1001 Nights, but I ended up reading an excerpt from the translation of 1001 Nights. And in the translation notes, the British author, let everyone know that debauched women prefer Negroes.
Debauched.
Because that was that was a big plot point in 1001 Nights.
Oh my
where,
gosh. Oh, Pierce, I'm sure he left clutching his pearls.
These black penises have been a problem.
They really are. They're a nuisance, man. God, we got to do something about that.
Well, they're trying.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what else do I have on the list?
Yeah, what happened this week?
Well, this was just one thing that it wasn't necessarily a story that I saw, but like when you just saw the swearing in of Mark Wayne Mullen, a lot of people were commenting that he's like a DEI hire or something. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like what we were talking about. It's like, dude, he's not qualified, but yet he gets this job. And yet Ketanji Brown
for some
graduated
reason.
magna cum laude from Harvard Radcliffe College and cum laude from Harvard Law School. She was an editor for Harvard Law Review, 20 years of experience as a lawyer, 10 years of experience as a federal judge. When she was nominated, this dude... high school diploma, 2-year community college, whoop, whoop. I mean, I got that as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that. But also, I'm not running for shit. And then he's a construction management, no military, no law enforcement, was a cow rancher. And then that's when he was nominated. So
And what's he in charge of?
He took Kristi Noem's place.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So the Department of Homeland Security.
DHS, the department that is now shut down, and the reason why every thing at the airport is gone.
And actually, funny enough, this was a department that Bill Clinton suggested be set up before he left office, like when he was handing his notes to George W. Bush about, this would be good things for you to set up because terrorism is going to be a huge issue for your administration. But because for whatever reason, a big personality trait of the Republican Party is to be really petulant towards the other administration. So they deliberately didn't set one up.
I'm not doing that because you can't tell me what's...
Yeah, it's like, no, everything you want is evil. So then fast forward a couple months later, we have 9/11. And then they decide to set up the Department of Homeland Security.
It's so dumb.
It's really dumb. It really could have been avoided. And
then this notion that, people of color are less qualified and that things are safer and better. I mean, did you see the story about LaGuardia Airport?
No.
So there was I'm going to read this from NPR.org. So the headline says an air traffic controller was juggling extra roles during the LaGuardia plane crash. I also think that there has notoriously been a lot going on with air traffic control, lack of cover, just like not enough people working.
This has been an issue since Reagan.
This has been an issue.
Yeah,
for
like
these
Reagan kind of set the tone for being like FU to air traffic controllers and stuff like that, and not supporting them. You would think I want these people supported.
It's literally one of the most important jobs, especially because so many of us decide to travel, via airplane. I mean, it's a convenient way to do it, and mostly when there's not a war and fuel prices aren't sky high, it's usually decently affordable to do. Right now, it's pretty high, even domestic flights. But the investigation, so there were 2 air traffic controllers in the tower at the time. An Air Canada plane crashed into a fire truck. Oof. This is like on the tarmac. At least one of them was doing several jobs, according to the NTSB chair, Jennifer Homendy. And it seems like it says they're focused on systemic issues rather than individual failings at this point, because it was so sad because the guy was like, I messed up. You could hear him saying he messed up or something like that.
But that's not really, when you're unsupported
it's so sad.
Doing all that stuff, it's just like when I'm watching The Pit And I know you refuse to watch it, but it's like you're actually asking people to perform miracles in these impossible environments.
You've been working for over 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still here because you can't even leave, because if you do, it'd be even less safe. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just felt bad because what would be really rotten is to be like, because neither one of those pilots or the air traffic, they weren't. They were white, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, what if on the other end, it's like, see, white people are in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that
see
could
what
be
happens?
the conversation, and it's
right.
like,
no.
Because who said that? Was it Charlie Kirk talking about, you know, he wouldn't want to get on a plane if he knew the pilot was black and all this kind of stuff? And it's like, this stuff happens, and more than likely when stuff does happen, again, it is systemic. It can come down to individuals, whether it's like, okay, now you got an alcoholic up here trying to drive drunk as a pilot. You know, that kind of stuff happens. But usually, if you've made it through airplane school, whatever it really is called.
Flight school?
Yes, I guess. I don't know. Airplane school.
Airplane school.
You passed.
The Aviation Academy.
Yes, that sounds way better than airplane school.
I don't know. I just made that up too. But I think this reminds me of a saying my cousin says a lot, which is, I think she got it from a book. But we don't rise to our talents, we fail to our systems.
Ooh, it's so real.
So yeah, we could do so much better, because we always talk about, this is America, we're the best in the world, we're the richest country. It's like, well, why don't we act like it?
Oh my God.
Like, we could really, but so much stuff comes down. I mean, it feels overly simplistic, but for real, so much stuff comes down to racism, and they just want to stay segregated so bad.
And then, and I also, too, capitalism ends up being an issue as well, because a lot of the time, I see this in the hospital setting a lot, you're expecting less people to do the same job that, like, during the day it takes several people to do, because it sounds like during a standard midnight shift, it's saying that there's usually 2 controllers that carry out the duties of several. And you're tired. You're working third shift. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you didn't take a nap that day, but it's still...
I'm going to say, well, in my mind, segregation and capitalism are, but, you know, they're
Let me tell you about my best
yeah, they go
friend.
hand in hand. You really don't have one without modern, this late stage capitalism. It's just an extension of this colonization.
Colonization. Y'all know what that means.
That was right.
It's just sad. My heart goes out for the people that died. I think 2 people died in the crash, 2 or 3 people. A bunch of people were hurt.
Well, what if we replaced them all with robots, like Melania wants to do with school teachers?
Oh my gosh! Did you see her walk out?
Do you remember in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt when they had Yukos? You don't?
I don't think I made it that far.
Y'all, somebody in the comments, please validate my experience. Like, they look like the I think I put that in the comments when I saw the daggone story.
Gosh.
Where are my notes? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, they had those?
They were called Yukos.
Okay.
But the heads were bigger. But yeah, it was like, it looked...
What were they doing?
Everything. They were a robot army to replace labor. So they
want the work without... That's what they need. Y'all need robots because y'all think people are robots.
Yeah, they think that. And so she's like, so instead of having teachers, we could just send these robots into the classroom, and then we don't have to pay them. They'll teach they won't teach any of that messy transatlantic slave trade things that we don't want the children learning about. And yeah, you could just... Once
you can run the Turning Point USA software and just call it a day.
Yeah, she's not a smart, educated person like our other first lady.
Oh my God.
What was her name?
Was that Michelle Obama?
Michelle Obama. That was her. She's going places. But did you see Druski?
I did. Okay, let's get the vegetables all out. There's and we can skip past a bunch of these.
Okay.
But I did want to know, speaking of this, did you see that Braun's pushing for Christian Allied Turning Point USA clubs in Indiana schools?
How about there's one already in my daughter's school? She be going to roast them.
Really?
Yeah, her and her little buddies.
Love your daughter.
I do too.
Oh, I love that.
She's pretty fantastic. So yeah,
that's beautiful.
yeah, so they're already there for the most part. Like that's where a lot of their money goes towards. This is why I always say, like, if you want to fight these people, you have to use their tactics because they use grassroots political tactics. They start local and then expand. I think a lot of times people, they want to like see action on the federal level immediately. That's not how this stuff works. You have to build it grass up.
Well, they're doing great.
But yeah, I'm not surprised that Mike Braun's, he's just such a MAGA drone. It's really frustrating. And like I said, these are people you can't you can't get through to them because they are robots.
How rich is he? He's like super rich.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's never had, these are the type of people who think that the reason we have budget deficits is because people are on food stamps. Like she said, these are the kind of thing, my daughter was saying when she goes to these meetings, like that's what they're being indoctrinated with.
They're saying that?
Yes. Once again, I remember hearing this from my classmates when I was in high school.
Right, so these
are old talking poets.
Yeah.
This is what they keep going to keep them radicalized and being kind of like, oh, it's all these. And I was like, you should let them know like the truth, which is thank you to Senator Al Franken for explaining, like, most people who are on SNAP benefits, veterans, and the elderly. Like, those are the people who are mostly getting, like, food stamps. It's like, do you really want to lower we already underserve our veterans so hard. Like, so you want to literally take food out of their mouths? Like, because that's what this does.
They do.
And then old people, why do you hate old people?
They don't care about anybody. They don't care.
You know, if you're lucky, you'll be old one day.
They don't care. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
Okay.
That's enough of that. We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And then we're going to get back into some fun pop culture stuff. That's a little bit messier and a little less, stressful. So
Okay.
all right.
I need that.
Okay, we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back from the break. Now that we have cleansed our palates from the news, even though I had way more stuff to talk about, we don't have all day. We got to get into something a little less formal and more into just some mess in the internet streets. And you did, Druski came up a little bit, and I shushed you. So
You did.
I think this is the time to bring this up. This is one of my favorite things that happened this week for me. He did a parody of Christian nationalist women or white conservative women, and it was amazing, as
Spot
you can
on.
imagine. It was giving Erika Kirk vibes.
It was.
Very much so.
Also,
And
shout out to his makeup artist.
They did
whoever,
a great job.
like, woof.
And shout out to the budget. I'm just saying, like, these skits, man, they're getting elaborate. And this isn't his first time doing, air quotes, whiteface, because he was like a NASCAR
And
person
everyone
or
was
whatever.
so offended. They were
though?
like, what if we did blackface? It's like, try it, see what happens.
I said go
Y'all
for
mostly
it.
do it anyway.
Carrie Underwood said, well, what if we did a blackface of Michelle Obama?
It's like, go ahead. see
You
what
already
happens.
called the lady a monkey.
Yeah,
That
you
would
did
just be
all
the,
kinds of
the
straight
natural
dude. Yeah.
next step. Who
Go ahead.
cares? Yeah. I
And
don't
also,
care.
she don't be acting crazy like these hoes.
Man.
And I love
You
the
just
fact
don't like
too,
her.
where Erika Kirk, it's like no one said your name. Like if you identified with this, that's on you.
It was a parody on top of everything too, so you can do that. And
Yeah.
it's jokes. He didn't call her out. He didn't say her. It's the same thing that happened with his other skit. You got a lot of black pastors. A lot of the churchy blacks were pissed about that.
When
They
they
did not
say a
like
hit
it.
dog holler.
They didn't like it. So what about it didn't you like? I mean, like at the end of the day,
Where was the lie at?
where was it? Yeah, where was the lie? It was so good though. He
Yeah.
had the pyrotechnics. Girl, he had on the white power suit and the little cross
And
on.
it's so ridiculous too, because for the women who, like I said, I can't even bring up the woman's name who, because I didn't even want to look into it. It was just a headline I saw about one of the Epstein accusers who voted for Trump 3 times. It's like, it's really hard to support you because you don't even support yourself.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? So you are actively working against making things better for yourself and other women because you want to have an exalted position amongst these, amongst their
degenerates.
pressures. So it's like, so just kind of, don't end up like, oh girl, in Handmaid's Tale getting your fingers cut off. Cause she was,
book.
she was real into it until the rules. It's like, remember, bitch.
Yeah, right. You're on deck as well. One of the funnier things about this to me too was when a user asked Grok, which is the AI bot that's on X, who that person was, and it was a picture of Druski or whatever. It said, "That's Erika Kirk, the actress / comedian starring in Druski's satirical skit." Read the widely seen response to Druski's video. She's playing an over-the-top conservative woman character across all those screens. Across all those scenes, patriotism, faith, organic everything, and the podium bit. Spot on performance for the laughs. So even AI didn't know. Look at that. Oh, God.
Also, shout out to
man.
the jury who found Elon guilty for, I don't know, he got caught up in something about Twitter, like his investors getting defrauded or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. He needs to get sued super hard for Grok, because you hear it was making nude pictures of minors and stuff like that.
That's all it's there for. That's how it's used.
So it's for
Don't be
sport.
silly.
That's how it's used. Super and duper. So yeah, shout out to Druski. Keep doing God's work. Yeah.
It's pretty good, man. I mean, and it just feels like that just shows it's not like he's just trying to.
Wow.
The side by side of Druski.
That's crazy.
It says how conservative women in America act. I mean, it's hard. Sometimes it is hard to see yourself. I will be the first to say. I mean, I've watched back and heard back some of myself, and I'm like, oh wow.
Oh boy. Yeah.
There I am.
Sheesh.
Wowzers.
Yeah, it can be hard, but that's why you have to start with the man in the mirror.
Yeah, I'm asking you to change your ways.
Yeah. No message could have been any clearer.
Well, I don't know. I was thoroughly, and I guess some of the other is like, criticism is like, her husband just died, and
she don't care.
I mean, she's still out here doing this, and it's par for the course, I think, because at the end of the day, you're making the choice to put yourself in this spotlight. And again, like, I'm not one of those people who feel like, well, bitch, you're in the spotlight, you deserve it. It's like, but you have to understand that does come with it. And
you're making it hot out here. Like, even though you might think you're improving the world, you are not.
You're not. And she really doesn't want young white men to feel bad about themselves. Men, especially white men. It's just like, dude.
But what if they should? Like, sometimes
we just talked about bringing shame back. We need to bring shame back.
You should feel bad about yourself sometimes. Shame serves an evolutionary purpose.
Does.
Now, we don't have to stay in shame.
No, definitely not.
Once we've acknowledged bad behavior, like you said, you look back on stuff and be like, ooh, I ain't like that. Yeah. It's like, I'm going to do better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or this didn't make me feel good. Or I don't like that I made somebody feel bad. Just like last week where you were saying, like, if, with misinformation going out, if you ever felt like, oh gosh, information I'm putting out is actively hurting people. And like, what's wrong with acknowledging, like, dang, I didn't, that wasn't my intention. If that happened, I'm sorry, and then trying to do better. But that's not what this group is trying to do. I think it's hilarious. Druski, keep making them mad. Like at the end of the day.
I hope they hate it.
This isn't even about them, though. It's the skit clearly is about them, but I'm just saying, like, this is the kind of art that he does. Mm-hmm. So when he does a skit about us and I'm all pissed off, then you can tell me why, I need to chill out. I'm wrong. Yeah.
And also it's pretty easy to avoid. That's the other thing.
Goodness.
Like, there's so much stuff on the internet.
Oh my God.
The same way
you don't have to look at it. I didn't watch whatever. I don't watch your stuff. I don't see you on there. Just a little clips.
It's really only when I feel assaulted by it, because sometimes I have to, because they're be covering it on stuff. So
it's pretty funny. Blech. Pretty funny. Okay. So let's get into. I'm only bringing this up because I just happened to come across the fact that Tyrese and Tank had a Verzuz. It made me think about 50 and T.I. though, just because we were just talking about Verzuz and how 50 allegedly was backing out. And it just is like, it's supposed to be fun. Apparently the girls had a great time. I didn't see it myself. But I just kept hearing about.
So it was Tank and who?
Tyrese.
Tank and Tyrese. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sweet lady, would you be my sweet love for? Because I really had to ask myself, name a Tank song.
Baby, I deserve.
Hey, look at you. Okay, that's a good one. Name another one.
I guess I'm hurting, and if I
No, that's Jaheim, girl.
Oh,
Okay.
nailed it.
Wow. Okay, well, other than Sweet Lady, name another Tyrese song. Because I had to really ask myself, do I know their songs?
Another Tyrese song.
Can't be the Coca-Cola commercial.
You hang up. I don't know.
That sounds like the last when you just said.
I gotta be honest with you. Here's the other thing. I've never watched a Verzuz either. So I'm not the person to, I'm an expert in so many topics.
That's why it makes it fun.
But when it comes to R&B and Verzuz, if it's not Jodeci, I really don't know about it.
Oh my gosh.
112, I could name
112
some
is
112 and some Drew Hill.
Okay.
I could get into that, but usually the solo acts I don't get into as much.
Oh, so the groups maybe more so?
Yeah.
What was the group that they were in? Tyrese and Tank. They had a group. Do you know who the other person it was? This made me think about this too. I was like,
was it Jaheim? Kim.
The initials G.
Ralph Tresvant.
The G is
Johnny Gill.
Johnny? I said it's a G and you said Johnny. Oh, Gill.
Gill.
Okay. Last chance.
What's
And
his
we have to move
name?
on.
It's not Geraldo. It looks like it that.
Genuine.
I know Pony.
It was Genuine.
It was Genuine.
They were in there. Yeah, he was in there. Oh man, yeah. Music isn't. That's okay.
But wait, who won?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think we have to draw. I think people have to draw their own conclusions. I don't know that you actually.
there's not. I told you I don't watch it. So I thought there was like a clear winner.
I don't think so. I think it's like a public opinion conversation that opens up about who won. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, dang, I don't even think I can name. I can name more Tyrese songs. I just know that Tank is more known for his songwriting. Like he writes for a lot of people. He's very musically. He's very talented. Shout out to Tyrese and Tank or whatever.
I forgot to be a lover. Was that
Did you keep doing that?
When you stop picking up old dirt and the fights keep getting worse.
Finding numbers in her purse.
You better
do it. She gonna replace you.
Put that woman.
Oh my God. So you really love Jaheim. That's what I'm getting from this whole situation.
I know just
that's hilarious.
Dream for Jaheim. Just want a piece of mind.
Well, since we're in our music bag, friend, there's a couple of music topics we could get into. There was lots going on in the music. Let's start. I don't know. Should we start with the Jay-Z interview? That was a big talking point.
You know what? People, this might be controversial. I don't really care about Jay-Z that much.
Yeah.
So
well, that's okay.
It's okay.
You don't have to care.
I don't.
Jay-Z. No.
Thank you. So I know he's doing some shows at the Garden.
Yankee Stadium, I think. 3 shows at the Yankee Stadium. And then he's also going to be part of the Roots Picnic. I know about
with Erika Badu.
Erika Badu. I mean, this lineup, don't make me pull up my group text for my homegirl. Shout out to you ladies. It was like, okay, y'all, they sent the Roots Picnic poster. Are we going? Like, what's going on? I'm like, man, I know I ain't. But yeah, the lineup was crazy.
Okay,
it was so
I'm sure
many.
it's
It was
great.
Absolutely.
I don't, and I don't want to like make it sound like I don't think Jay-Z is like not good he's good at music. He's good at his job.
He's real good.
I just don't. He doesn't get me excited.
And that's fine. But I mean, I think
he's not. He's no Jaheim.
Shut your ass up about his ass. No shade to Jaheim, but come on, man. Oh my gosh, my niece hates Jaheim so hard. It's so funny.
Why?
Oh my gosh, she just hates his voice.
When I tell you, I couldn't pick him up. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Oh,
I have no idea what that man looks like.
Oh, I could have picked him out for sure.
The music is.
I had the actual CD.
Did you?
Well, I'm saying. I'm claiming all my husband's stuff, even from back in the day. He had a giant book. He still has it of CDs. That. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Jaheim's is in there.
I thought it got stolen. Did he rebuild? No. Or did I just make that up?
You made that up.
Oh.
But that is
That's fun.
It would have been
fun
worth
to hallucinate things.
But girl, Brandy's going to be there. Kalani, T.I., Jermaine Dupri and Friends, Black Thought and Wale. De La Soul, Corinne Bailey Ray. So
I
many
don't
people
like concerts,
I
so
would
this
love to
doesn't get me
go.
excited at
I
all.
would love, but here, let me with this caveat.
Okay.
I feel like for something like this, I can't be on the ground floor. I'm gonna need to. We got to team together and do a Klarna 4 payments for the package where we have our own little booth or
For you get a
I'm
suite
too
or
old to be
something.
standing up
I
and doing all
don't,
that. No, no ma'am.
Yeah, I think at this point in my life, like I enjoyed concerts when I was younger, but
Mm-hmm.
at this point in Kat's life, I mean, if it's not Shaheem, I'm not going.
Okay, I'm so sick of it.
I'm just gonna keep
All
going
right,
with that
all
for
right.
whatever
We're gonna move
reason.
past this.
But yeah,
though.
shout out to Jay-Z though. I
Yeah,
feel like in
man.
the interview he talked a lot about the 444 album, about how he can't even listen to it anymore. Because of, just that time period when he was just being such a fuck nigga.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I said, it's hard looking at yourself. You know what I mean?
But it is important. I think he is an example of someone who can change.
Yeah.
He was on, I guess, I don't know.
I do like that. I think the culture was really interested to hear from him, though, specifically because you haven't heard anything in quite some time. But like
He's been
all of
parenting.
those allegations from last year.
Oh, that was
and
crazy
stuff.
though.
And the interview really starts off like that, where the guy,
Yeah.
the interviewer is asking him like, "How would you rate your 2025?" And he was like, "You know what? I'm glad we getting this out the way." I was stressed.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on.
And that was like right when I feel like Blue
went on tour and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and also too because people always want to say like we're man bashers and stuff like that because we speak out about sexual assault. We don't like it when people make false accusations.
No,
that's not
that's
cool. It
real
actually
messed up.
weakens the position of real victims.
Yeah.
So and I think that was more of a situation where the attorney was more at fault because the accuser seemed extremely unbalanced. Like
Unreliable.
anybody with a lick of sense, I think he was just going after a quick payday.
Like, let's just do
It was just a
this.
quick cash grab,
Yeah.
and which would have generally worked, except Jay-Z's got a lot of cash.
And he was like, I mean, he
I got a
also
couple
made
bucks,
it-
I can fight the case.
Yeah, and I mean, and he was like, it would have been easier to just accept
Pay it out,
and
yeah.
do all that. He was like, but I didn't. It was important to him. He
To
said
get the truth out there,
Yeah, he was like,
yeah.
I didn't do that, and I wasn't ever gonna make it.
So
seem
I
like
made it a
did.
little more expensive for me because it's going to be expensive either way.
Anyway.
I might as well pay the money where I can defend myself.
Yeah, and then for your name to be associated with that forever too, that's the real messed up
Yeah,
part,
that's
you know
real
what I'm saying?
messy. So yeah, kudos
yeah.
for him for being able to handle that. Because here's the thing, when you have these systems like Epstein and Diddy set up, the way this stuff works is they use their star power to get girls and then sell them to weak dudes who can't get girls. Jay-Z has never been a dude who needed someone to go out and get girls for him. Like, that's just something you can see with your eyeballs. Like, that was pretty obvious that Jay-Z has always been able to
He got
pull.
that mouthpiece, boy.
He always says the right line. Some people just have the game, and it's clear that he always has. Like, even when we were reading
Blueprint?
No. Corinne Steffens.
Oh,
The video vixen
Vixens.
stuff.
Yeah, Confessions.
And we never read this on the show, but I read Nas's baby mama's book, and she had a chapter about Jay-Z too.
Oh, wow.
And she only had nice things to say.
Okay, well, there you have it. There you have it.
Well, I mean, kind of nice things. Once again, he was
Of
kind
all
of
the things you could have, right? Like I'm sure it could have been
I
worse.
mean, you
just
still
like,
come out as a scuzzball because you are, you're supposed to
doing
be
what you're
friends with
doing.
Nas, and laying out his baby
wowzers.
mama quite a few times.
sharing is caring. No, but it was, I think people were just interested to hear because they hadn't heard from him, and he does talk about Blue and her performing.
He's an important part of the culture.
It was very much so. So that
Yeah.
was kind of cute to hear him talking about her and
and
seeing
he's
him.
an impressive artist.
He is an impressive
He's
artist.
an impressive artist.
And it's cute to hear from him talking about, because again, my one criticism of that book that we reviewed of his was like, you don't really get to hear about his personal life. So I liked hearing him talk about, watching Blue do that whole thing, because he was like, I'd never really seen her work like as hard as she had to work to get good to do all that choreography. And he was like, man, I had to tell her, you can't be in every number. Like, you're not about to be up there while Beyonce
Like,
singing.
she's like, no, you
6
can't
inch
be in
heels.
every number.
Because he was like, yeah,
You aren't grown.
yeah, you're not
You're
grown.
tall, not grown.
So, and I'm like, okay, dad vibes.
yeah.
That's what's up.
But yeah, shout out to him for reclaiming fatherhood even when you didn't have one of your own. That takes a lot of strength.
know,
I
it
love
does.
seeing men do. I've seen a lot of men do it, and it's impressive.
And it can be done.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know. Last thing about him, the Drake beef came up.
With
Drake and Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
On
What did
the
he say?
interview.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even get to that
Yeah,
part.
so it was real interesting because he basically was like, I feel like he didn't say the old nigga answer, but he was like, I feel like I'm giving the old nigga answer because I'm where I'm at, but this is how I feel. He was like, traditionally, hip hop is known for that, like that battle rapping type thing or whatever. He was like, but like in his mind, like when we start involving people's kids and doing all that stuff, he was like, I don't love that for the culture. I don't think that advances anybody. I don't think that is where things need to go. So he was like, just overall, he was like, I love that there was great music and stuff that came out of it, but I don't know if it's great for the culture. You know what I'm saying? And he feels like it could be left out. You know what I mean? He was just like, I just feel like there's enough negativity out here, all of this kind of stuff. And then he does mention his little beef or whatever with Nas back in the day and stuff like that too. So I could tell the interviewer was like, really, that's interesting. But I also think this nigga's about to be 60 years old.
Yeah.
So I think you're, you know what I'm saying? As
You're
you
in
get
a
older,
different spot.
you're just in a different spot. So it was very much a N-word answer, but I get that. I feel like, I can understand that too. But we did get a lot of really great music as well. So
we did.
That.
And I mean, obviously, I don't like people making fun of people's kids. That's messed up. But I don't know, Meet the Grams is awesome.
It's really
And also, I don't know, man, if once again, if even half of what Kendrick was saying was true, I like the fact that there are anti-pedophilia anthems out there. I think we need more.
It was great. I think he was speaking more so too, just like because of social media, the way that it exacerbates stuff. It's not, he was like, back in the day, like you could just battle and then that's it. He's like, the internet is every day, all day, constantly. And then, and it wasn't so much like now I can't listen to Drake's music no more now. People get very
I'm never
extreme.
that. I'm
right.
never that person.
But for the fans and the stands and the people, the younger people who enter
anything. That's a terrible standard. And it also weakens going after predators because their art, people don't want to give up their art. So they'll be like, I will give up reality so that I can keep consuming their art
or whatever.
Instead of just being like, because, we had talked about that on the Brandon Peters show. We were talking about the Cosby Show. I'm like, I still watch the Cosby Show. I think they should just change the name to the Huxtables.
Wow, that fixes it, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of. It's like, because you're never, this purity test that everyone wants to be like, I would never enjoy the music of an imperfect artist. Yeah, you do. You all
Every
do.
single day we do. Yeah, so it was just interesting. I thought it was cool to hear from him. But moving on from Jay-Z, though, Lotto's pregnant.
That was cute. I thought she looked cute.
She did look cute. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We're old, so I don't give a damn if she's pregnant or not pregnant. Y'all can tell me, was she trying not to? I feel like she got a lot of hot girl music. But
once again, this is all entertainment. These people have real lives.
All the hot girls end up pregnant.
I mean, yeah.
So
you kind of, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
I couldn't really talk shit. I've been pregnant twice.
Yeah, same. Yeah, but I did see this clip of her. I don't know how recent it was, but she was talking about regretting doing like her, getting her body done so young. When she was 21 and she just was like, man, I was feeling the pressure. People were talking about the way she looked and blah, blah, blah. She was like, yeah, I was real impressionable. I feel like,
Glad she said that.
Yeah.
Because I think that's really messed up too. Because at 21, here's the thing about real life, like your body's never really done growing. You go through some changes.
Is your body the same now as it was when you were 21, friend?
Not even close.
Right.
It's not even close.
No.
How about my body was not the same as it was last week?
Yeah, that part.
It's always like, which bra is going to fit today?
Man.
I don't even know.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Modern day mystery. Yeah, so I mean, wishing her well. I don't know who her baby's daddy is though.
I think they've been together a while. I heard about it on the Read. So I think this is someone. I think it's a little messy because he's married to someone else, but it's one of those situations where they're estranged and have separate lives and just haven't gotten around to filing the paperwork, which isn't great, but it's not the same as like, I don't know.
What is this? Oh, I don't know. This is TMZ. I don't know if this is real. Lotto's boyfriend drops hint after pregnancy reveal. Is that 21 Savage?
I don't think that's the baby daddy, but Yeah. But yeah,
Congrats to her.
Congrats to her. So I hope she has a safe pregnancy.
I know, man. It's hard out here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Keep it
And
together,
also,
ladies.
shout out to the girl. Like, you don't have to get your body done. That's you're really rolling the dice on that.
And she looked back. She was like looking back. I mean, it was fine. Like I don't even. She was like, my body was tea though.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it sucks when you're so heavily influenced by that. Let's talk about Jack Harlow real quick. What do you know about that man?
He's blacker and better than ever.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's an interesting fact about him.
No, that was irritating. It's irritating too because a lot of his songs I like. They're very boppy.
Okay, I'm glad we're starting here.
Okay.
Name a Jack Harlow song.
I don't like no whips and chains and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me,
I don't remember
baby.
that. It don't sound like I would like it.
JKA like Suave. Yeah, it was a little boppy song that was out last year. I liked it.
Okay.
But it's like, dude, chill
I can't
out.
name one.
Oh,
Maybe if I heard it.
There's another song too he did with Nas. It's like
Nas?
not Nas. It was
I just say what?
what is that? Because I think I have it on my playlist for trivia. Let me see here.
Yeah, please, because I was just like, I know I probably heard his
Industry Baby,
music, but
Little
I don't
Nas
know.
X, Industry Baby. Yeah.
Oh,
Here, I'll
okay.
play a little bit.
So is it a Lil Nas song with Jack Harlow
Featuring
on it?
Jack Harlow.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a straight up Jack Harlow
Let's see.
song
Let me
for him.
play the. Let's see.
Because I've heard that one.
What's poppin'? You probably know this one.
Okay, what's poppin'? I have heard.
What's poppin'?
You're not
All
bitch in
right.
the friend
So
zone.
he's blacker than ever now? What
That's what
happened?
he said.
So he was on this.
I gotta say, I did not like that comment about him saying like he's just like blacker than ever.
It was one of those things. It wasn't like he was. So the clip that I saw, of course, I did not see the entire podcast, but he's on a white-led podcast with two other white guys, and they're basically having a conversation around the fact that like a lot of artists like himself who are white, a lot of the time make a shift away from rap music.
Yeah.
At some
They
point
build up
for
their
it
audience
easier
and,
because I
yeah.
feel like it got to be hard to. Like Eminem, like you pointed out, like he basically, like he's around D12. Like I think if you asked him fundamental things about hip hop, he would know. Like he's more involved in the culture. And then you have somebody like Jack Harlow where it feels like he was on the Ebro show and they were asking him like about a brand. Like they were playing music, asking him, do you know what this music is? And it's stuff that like, if you're doing that music, you should know, kind of.
I think this is what was touched on in Atlanta when Paperboy made the shift from making music to basically just propping up white artists, like as a mouthpiece for his music to make more money. Like, I think it's something like that, where you don't have people who, and the fact that it's called Monica, because he's trying to say my nigga, I don't like that either.
That's not cute, Jack.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's not cute. That doesn't make you blacker, and you're not slick
doesn't, and
either.
it's because you know who else did this one time? Gwen Stefani. After she did her Harajuku phase and stuff, and she was trying to say she was Japanese. It's like, no.
Excuse me?
Yeah, this was a long time ago, but yeah, this is a habit that
Why are y'all doing this?
this is
so
the thing.
weird.
Art is a beautiful thing, and we all share it in it.
Oh, wow.
And we learn a lot from different cultures, but this appropriation has got to stop.
It definitely does.
And you're not black when it's time to go to jail. And
no.
you're not.
Well, and then it's like you're not like some folk hero because you're continuing to do a genre of music that you feel like, you know, okay, I could be making so much money
No,
if I was
Moni,
a
he's
folk.
a hero. He's a black hero.
a-
Welcome to Black History,
Black
Jack
excellence.
Harlow.
Yeah. I don't think, like, it sounded like they couldn't find the words because the host kind of was like, so he was like, you know, a lot of artists transition out and you've just seemed to, you know, go even, you know, he was like, even blacker. And he was like, yeah. And then everybody was like, yeah, blacker. Like it was a throwaway. And it's like, I don't, yeah, no, I don't think that's what you meant to say, sir. And, you know, because there's nothing, like you say, there's nothing wrong with liking black music. But what I would like is, because, I mean, clearly he's, okay, there's some.
He's got some bops.
Sure, he's good enough. It's not like oh my God, like, yes, Jack Harlow is out here right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, why is he not in the Roots lineup?
Right. Why isn't Jack Harlow on the flyer? Questlove, I got questions. But it's one of those things where like you can be a mediocre rapper and be super popular as a white artist and stuff like that. And so I think it'd be more interesting to see him do music that was more authentic then. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of trying to make it seem like you're getting blacker, just be yourself, Jack. That's the best kind of music, is the authentic kind. And it starts with a real appreciation for the art that you're performing, which you don't. I'm not saying you don't have it, but it ain't deep enough.
I watched this documentary years ago, and it was about Japanese block painting.
Okay.
But there was a white American who went over to Japan and wanted to learn it. And when I tell you, them Japanese people were like, if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
I'm not teaching you this.
Then they said in the polite Japanese way, of course, which was mostly just not talking to him. Yeah, they were just like, dude, like you're rude for asking. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like you don't even understand our culture enough to know why
it's rude that you're asking.
It's like, I'm just asking questions. I can't ask questions. It's like, no, the way we are set up.
You can ask questions, but I'm going to ignore
you. Have to do years of study before you can even talk to these people. Dang. Are you telling me like, yeah, they take their art seriously.
They really do. It's so
beautiful. And after he was there for years and years, like got into his 50s and stuff, they did finally start talking to him. Okay. But it's like, you can't just come over here off fresh face like, hey guys, I'm here to learn.
Super
it's
annoying.
Like, no, you learn about us first. Like be humble. Little bitch.
Sit down. Okay. A couple fun names that I liked.
Okay.
Music Snowchild.
Okay.
Luther Clandros. I said, damn, not
Luther
that.
Clandros. I got Yaqub Kweli.
Oh no. Okay.
I think that was the name of the Read episode.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That is.
Just, a lot going on there,
yeah.
Jack. I don't know
like
if the music is good. I didn't even get it. I'm not, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
It's fine.
I'm talking about his new, you listen to
I haven't
the new
listened
one?
to new
That's
stuff,
what I mean.
no.
I haven't
I'm sure it's fine.
I haven't even listened to the new one. I just hope it's better than the title.
He's got niggas on the payroll.
So there's that. Well, let's see who else. We had the Jay-Z interview. J. Cole apparently came up from up under his rock as well to talk to Cameron on their podcast and stuff. And they staged it like he walked, like, what you doing here? But I guess supposedly Cameron was supposed to be getting some kind of, I don't know, like rhymes or something from, that sounds so old. He was supposed to get some rhymes from J. Cole and he never gave them to him. So Cameron actually sued him.
What?
Yeah, like there was this whole legal thing or whatever.
When was this?
I don't effing know.
I missed that.
This is why we can't be a pop culture podcast all the time.
I gotta be honest with you too. I don't know what either of them look like.
Oh my gosh.
Like
you know
these
what
are
J.
just,
Cole looks like?
I know he's light skinned.
I'm very disappointed in you.
I'm sorry.
Now, if you don't know what Cameron looks like, he's been around for a long time. So you may have forgotten about him.
Boy. Oh boy.
But he's got giant white teeth right now. His teeth are really white. Him and Mace have a podcast, real popular. What is it called? And I don't even know the name right now.
Good for them. Yeah, I'm not up on that. J. Cole.
They're silly.
I know he's good at music. I know he was like kind of diffused, like, man, I wouldn't think Kendrick went too far. Once again, if you got kids, I don't think you think Kendrick went too far. Because
it only goes too far when your feelings get hurt. It feels like, you know what I mean?
It's like, I don't know, man.
It is what it is podcast. That's what it's called, I believe.
Oh,
I hope I'm not saying that. But yeah, they've got the niggas love this podcast.
Sure they do.
Yeah. They're festive and fun. You know what I mean?
I'm sure they're delightful. Yeah, J. Cole, once again, I'm not super invested.
I like J. Cole.
I like his music.
Yeah, I like his music.
And I
he
don't
seems
need, that's the thing. With my entertainers, I really don't need to know. The less I know, the better.
So now I feel like with him, everybody's like, what is he? The last we heard from him, he was like backing out of the whole beef type
Rightfully
stuff.
so.
He's, he went into all of that kind of stuff too. So
I wouldn't want to be, me personally, I'm like, please don't start bringing my shit up.
Well, and then I guess he's promoting an album. It's supposed to be, his retirement album.
Okay, we've heard that before.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
One of those kind of
do
things.
What you do.
Yeah.
And listen, I get it because it's hard to make noise out here. Even if you have a name, there's so much out here. It's really hard.
It's hard to break through all the noise.
Yeah.
Sure,
but I mean, I wish him luck.
Excuse me.
Jack Harlow, not so much. But
I would like to hear. I probably will listen to J. Cole's album at some point just to hear, because I liked his Like KOD. Was it called? I think. I like some songs on that one. Yeah.
Is Kid
I like
Cudi doing anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. I like him.
I haven't heard anything. But I like J. Cole better than Kid Cudi, I think.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to think
I
of...
can't name a Kid Cudi song. I know I've heard his music, but not, you know what I'm saying? Not really.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, what I will say about music, it's really weird how you get older, kind of like with Jay-Z. Like, this is the old N-word answer for me with music. It's like, I used to be able to spend so much time.
Yeah, you had free time.
I had all the, and I mean, I would love music. That was all I would do was listen to music.
You would go over
Now,
lyrics. I would write lyrics down. I would make mixtapes. I would hang up posters on my wall, like super into it. Now, I'm like, I mean, if I'd never heard a new song in my life, I'd probably be okay.
It's kind of like that, but I will say when I do hear new music, what I appreciate my husband for a lot is he will put me on new music. And I love that, especially when I'm like, damn, this is really good, because you tend to think that there's no real artists out there making music anymore. That's a lie. There really are.
Yeah,
they just don't get propped up by the
Yeah.
algorithm. So when I do find good artists, I do like to stream their music.
Okay.
To help, because I know
bump
it's so
them
hard for
up.
artists to do that now. It's so sad.
It's hard to get
And
buried.
Didn't you make the point we should get back to analog stuff too? Weren't we just talking about that?
Did I?
Maybe I don't know. I might have been. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I was talking to my brother.
I was gonna
about
say I'd be
this.
happy to take credit for it.
Yeah,
but
it might have been my brother, but just like anywho,
like buying physical media.
physical media because
Okay.
of the way that the powers that be own everything and they can change stuff. So
yeah.
it's like having your own, like having an archive.
Oh my God. And like there's just a bunch of like private equity groups who own all the music now. That's
know.
kind of messed up too. So
So
that
I'd rather
bums me
buy
out.
a physical album so I can
Yeah.
know that goes to,
the artist, hopefully.
And then you keep it and then you have it though.
Yeah.
Like then you have it.
Because
so.
a lot of the stuff you buy on stream, you don't really own it.
You
You're just
don't. You're
owning
borrowing
like
it. Every
it's a whole
month.
thing.
Ugh.
Oh, jeepers.
So anyway, guys, listen, we don't have time to get to everything.
We
but
don't.
I
A
think
lot
we covered a
happened.
lot.
We did. I
was
think.
good.
Oh,
Anything
you know
else?
what? This was. I didn't get a chance to check this out. Maybe we'll talk about it more next time. A Belgian diplomat is on trial for murdering Congolese leader Patrice Lumumba. Took 65 years.
What?
This is some old school CIA stuff from back in the day. But you remember Louis Armstrong, the trumpet dude?
I do.
He did a goodwill mission to Congo, just as an artist or whatever. The CIA used that as a spy mission to get into Congo so that they could
Dang.
murder
I mean, that seems pretty traditional.
Patrice Lumumba. Yeah. So
United States
because he was
government.
like, someone who's actually trying to
gotta
be a
take
pilot.
out
He
the-
wasn't a corrupt leader that they could buy off. So they were like, you got to go. So
Well, Kat, I don't appreciate you bringing that up at the end of the show when we were trying to get out of here on some music
bam,
stuff.
bam, bam.
God.
Bam.
Sick of it. I'm closing my
Yeah,
computer.
that was-
You know what?
That was remember Druski?
I do remember Juice.
That was
festive.
funny.
Thank you.
That
Thanks
was
for
funny.
bringing him back.
How about let's wipe our memory banks and
Okay.
spin the wheel.
All right. Spin it.
Guys, we're back to
Okay,
books.
back to
Back
books. We have
to books. Don't even worry about it. We're going to read The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros.
Yay.
Yeah. And so
Okay.
we'll actually have that to talk about.
Okay.
And for all the other stuff, if you guys want to look into that more, comment more, let us know what we were wrong
Please,
about.
please. Yeah, because probably a lot.
Go crazy. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, friend, this was fun.
It went quickly and I feel a lot better now. I showed up kind of like,
It's like
but
that sometimes.
it is
friend. It
where
really
you feel a
is.
little drained, but now I feel a lot more energized.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys do too,
Yes, and you guys, please find time to do the stuff you love and love what you do.
because your body belongs to you.
Yes, it does. So, be nice to yourself. You're doing a great job.
We command you.
Peace.
Before we go, we must give thanks to Urban Nerd for providing our music, and legal services were handled by Tyrese and Atkins. If you like what you heard, please feel free to join us every Wednesday for another fake-ass book club. Cheers.
Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at thefabpodcast.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you're listening right now. We want to hear from you. Come put it in our life. Thanks again, and until next time, peace, love, and the Fake Ass Book Club. We out.
Record. Oh!
Excellent. Gotta love it.
I've been thinking about Michael Jackson a lot.
Michael Jackson? Mm-hmm. What about Michael Jackson?
Just, they did him wrong.
Okay. Yeah, he did have quite the life.
Man.
Bring that up.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I think they were mad at him for being better than all the white men at music.
Get over it. That's what I say.
And integrating music.
Yeah, he did do that. People don't like when integration happens.
They don't.
It's super weird.
It really pisses them off.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I think it's because it's in direct conflict to the narrative they've been given their whole life that they're better than the coloreds. And the only way you can maintain that facade is by never interacting with the coloreds.
Damn.
Because the first time, that's why I love that picture of those white people crying at the basketball game.
Oh, that is so funny.
Yeah, because seriously, that's the worst day of their life. They're like, we got beat by niggers.
Yes. And then as a nigger, it feels so good. You know?
It really does.
It's like you just got your ass beat by, air quotes, nigga.
We don't even have a gym.
That's so, right. And I'm still better than you. That's crazy work. Yo.
And
new level unlocked. Okay.
I know. I feel like, and you leave those narratives out because, once again, because for now it would seem ridiculous if you tried to tell people like, well, actually the Negroes are an inferior race, both mentally and physically. They can't do the rigors of a sport.